Hello and welcome to this free mandolin lesson. In today's short video we're going to be learning a really nice Bach Minuet, and just so you know what we're heading towards, this is how the tune will eventually sound. For you regular watchers of my Mando mic videos, I'm going to give you a little bit of a break today. We're not going to do too much technique, we're not going to do too much theory. I just want you to enjoy playing this tune. There's two parts to it. There's obviously, it's a duet. And for beginner players, I want you to focus on just learning to play the lead part, which is this one. And for you more intermediate players, or for when beginner players master the main melody, I want you to focus on playing the opposite to me. So play the melody when I'm playing the second part, and then also learn the second part and try that when I'm playing the melody. So you kind of get how it works as a duet. We're going to start, and my main focus of this lesson is going to be on the main melody. And there's only two main things I want to mention before I'm just going to dive straight in and play the full tune. So the hardest part of this tune is the very first bar. It's kind of not quite where you think it's going to go. When it gets up there, it jumps down to an open A. So we're just going to loop that around until you can play it properly, because once you can do that, you can do the rest of the tune. And at this point, I'd like to mention that at the link at the bottom of this video, if you're watching on YouTube, is a PDF that you can download and has all of the tab and music that we're looking at today. So please do click that below so you can have it in front of you while we're talking about this. So that first phrase, it's going to start here on the 5th fret on the D string. I'll put the image here so you can see what we're looking at. So we've got 6 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's 7th one, which is the start of the next bar. We want down, up, down, up, down, up for these 6 notes. Down, up, down, up, down, up. No double downs, no double ups or anything sneaking in, please. So let's try and play it together. I'm going to slow it right down, and we'll do it after 3. So a 1, 2, 3. Let's try it again. A 1, 2, 3. One last time for good luck. A 1, 2, 3. That is the main phrase of this whole tune. If you get that right, then that's the main hook of the melody. So make sure you're getting that right. Just pause this video and loop that round. Just loop bars 1 and 2 together until you can play that nice and smoothly, and then the rest of the tune will come nice and easily for you. The other very quick thing I want to mention before we play the tune is the little 3 words at the very end of the tab, and that is Dies Alfieme. And musicians are quite often lazy, and we can be quite lazy when writing stuff out. And if you were to write this out properly, at the end of the B part, which isn't repeated, you would have another 8 bars. And those extra 8 bars are exactly the same as the last 8 bars in the A part. So rather than write out those extra 8 bars, we put Dies Alfieme, which means repeat to this symbol. This is the S of Dies. So go back to this symbol where you see it in the music and continue until you reach Fine. So put in English, Dies Alfieme means repeat to that squiggly S with a couple of dots in and carry on until Fine. So in this circumstance, it means go back to the second half of the A part. So it's not too complicated. When I first heard this, I just got a marker out and drew all over the page as to where I should repeat back to. So do that if you need to. But now we're just going to dive in and we're going to play the tune. And we're going to be playing it about this speed. And if that's too quick for you, don't forget you can press the cog down here on YouTube and slow me down to the speed that is more appropriate for you. Okay, after 3, using all repeats, so 2 A's, 1 B, and then second half of the A part again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Two, three. One, two, repeat. Two, three. Onto the B part. 3. Two, three. Hopefully you've made it all the way to the end of that tune. If not, you know, it might take a bit of practice. There's some tricky phrases in the beat part where those 6s get involved. Please do persevere. As you've hopefully heard, it's a gorgeous tune. It's a really good one to play on the mandolin because it's not written for the mandolin, so there's some phrases that you wouldn't normally come across. So please do persevere. So for beginner players, you should still be playing along with me, but for advanced players, what we're going to do now is I'm going to now play the whole thing again, but I'm going to play the second part. And you should try and play the melody again, and so you're not relying on me. I'll have it so that you can hear the metronome this time, so you can stay in time, and you know I'm staying in time. And so let's try it as a duet. Hopefully you can hear that metronome clicking away on my phone. So it's going to be it's exactly the same speed. And I'm going to play the B part, the kind of the second part, and we'll be after 3. 1, 2, 3. And repeat. Onto the B part. Now. Once again, hopefully you've made it to the end. Don't be shy to keep looping back if you keep dropping off. For intermediate players, the aim is to try and play the opposite of me. So loop back when I'm playing the lead part and try the second part, and then switch around and try and play the lead part when I'm playing the second part. There's nothing better than playing music with other people. I know this isn't as ideal as us being in the same room, but you can practice playing as a duet and listening to what I'm doing, because you're going to have to follow me. I can't follow you. This is pre-recorded, so it's a really good practice for you to play along with me and listening to what's going on and enjoying it as well. This is a gorgeous tune. I mean, Bach certainly knew what he was doing, and I really love teaching this tune. I hope you've enjoyed playing it. Don't forget, all the tab is available below, and everything else that you could possibly require for the mandolin is over at mandomike.com. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next month.